Before we talk ransomware, we must draw a bigger line to the practice of cyber extortion. Cyber extortion is a crime involving an attack or threat of attack coupled with a demand for money to avert or stop the attack. Today, cyber extortion utilizes ransomware as its preferred tool. It wasn't always that way. When I started in the industry 1998, cyber extortion was done via website defacements and DOS, and then DOS attacks. The point of each was pay us, and the pain will stop. It is important to note these other methods, because it generally highlights areas of weaknesses for security programs. It also goes to show that cyber criminals want to do the least amount of work necessary to achieve the highest possible profit. Now, that isn't to say ransomware wasn't a thing back then. The first written one dates all the way back to 1989 and was not very successful. Without expanding on the entire history of extortion, let's just say that generally the innovation in ransomware was relatively static until the mid-2000s. The 2000s showed an increase in encryption sophistication, culminating with the use of Bitcoin as the payment method. Once crypto locker hit the scene, it was game on for cyber criminals, who then had the ability to achieve scale in encryption and decryption and facilitate pseudo-anonymous crypto transactions. By 2014, they had moved on to encrypting network-attached storage, not just single machines. Some other criminals decided to start building massive infrastructures to facilitate extortion at scale. The operation was complete with a ransomware platform, help desk teams, and, eventually, YouTube marketing videos. 2016 became the year of ransomware. Are you beginning to see a pattern here? The business of ransomware became its own industry. Any industry needs to maximize its profits. We need to stop thinking about ransomware in terms of a singularity and start addressing it as an industry. Until we do so, it will remain an issue. Ransomware has highlighted how poorly we generally do security. We don't automatically patch yet, we don't have backups, and we aren't testing our restorations. I said the same thing when I started in cybersecurity, and the same holds true today. To begin to change the finances behind ransomware, we have to look at the bigger picture. The Carbon Black Threat Analysis Unit (TAU) recently analyzed more than 1,000 ransomware samples, categorizing them into 150 families, and found that the following: the attackers are looking to make quick, easy money with unsophisticated malware combined with sophisticated delivery methods. The majority of today's ransomware aims to target the largest vulnerable population possible. Ransomware as a service (RaaS) and the emergence of Bitcoin have lowered the barrier to entry even further for attackers. Some ransomware is beginning to implement non-malware tactics that leverage trusted native tools, such as Microsoft's PowerShell. These tools can be used in the propagation of the ransomware as well as file encryption. Nearly 99% of ransomware attacks we analyzed targeted Microsoft products. Mac users were largely untouched by the ransomware samples we researched.